Hello friends, welcome to the Soul Winners R Us website. Remember again what Jesus said in Matthew 4:19. Follow me and I will make you fishers of men. How's everybody doing? Are you all snowed in? I told my wife Dee this week that I really always enjoyed the snow. I enjoy sledding, I enjoy playing duck, duck, goose, walking around in the snow, making paths in the snow, in the fields. And I like the shimmery, feel or look of the snow when it's all covered. And although I'm not allowed in my late 60s now to shovel snow like I used to, even though I still feel really healthy, I still really love the snow. And this week we saw in the backyard that there were deer tracks, and so that was kind of exciting. We have a fence around our backyard, but it's not a high fence, and so they must have got over the fence and made tracks. And I know that they weren't squirrel or rabbits, because squirrel and rabbits have a smaller, these were like further apart than a squirrel or a rabbit, so that was kind of cool. Last week I shared a post about loyal shepherds who will lead you with knowledge and skill. In the coming 7 weeks, I want to start sharing a series entitled Steps to God. It, in essence, is following the Roman road to salvation with a few sidebars along the way. I want these posts to educate and encourage soul winners, and also to enlighten unsaved people. I'm walking through this journey with you, and I don't claim to have all the answers. But Jesus and His Holy Spirit do have all the answers. Post 1 next week I entitled The Veil. If we haven't fully committed to Christ, we have a veil over our hearts toward the gospel. And we need the veil lifted or removed before we can move forward to see God clearly. We'll discuss how that happens. Post number 2. Help, I need somebody. In this post I use the words in the Beatles song, Help, to explain the process of coming to the end of ourselves and realizing our desperate need for help. That we all need somebody, not just anybody, as the words of the song say. Just a note, by using the lyrics of the Beatles song, I am in no way endorsing the Beatles, their lifestyles, or their spiritual beliefs. Post number 3, unwanted wages. Only after realizing desperately our need for someone to help us can we understand the why of needing help. It's due to our sin and the consequences, or the wages of our sin. Post number 4. The offer we can't refuse. I'm using the quote from the Godfather movie where Don Corleone, a mafia boss, so famously said, "I'll make him an offer he can't refuse." Note again, I'm not in any way endorsing the Godfather movie, but only the premise of the statement in relation to God. God is making us an offer we can't or shouldn't refuse. Post number 5, Scrooge no more. In this post we'll discuss the story of Ebenezer Scrooge in the Charles Dickens classic, A Christmas Carol. We'll remember the many gifts that Scrooge never accepted in his younger years that turned him into a crotchety old Scrooge of a man. Then his drastic change when he accepted the gift that was being offered to turn his life around. We too are offered a gift to turn our lives around. Post number 6, sealing the deal. Instead of a written signed contract that we use in today's world, the transaction between God and man is a verbal one of confession. First of all, who Jesus is. And secondly, what we believe about his death and resurrection. It comes only after our recognition of the fact that we can no longer live without God's help. So we seal the deal or finalize the transaction between He and us. Post number 7, Transformers. As the famous Transformer toys that many kids played with in the late 80s and early 90s that turned from vehicles to superheroes, after the deal is sealed between God and us, we in essence become transformed, like Transformer superheroes. Our goal is, as transformed believers, is to save the day and many lives in our world. So there you have it. I'm greatly looking forward to the next 7 weeks as we go through the next 7 posts. Steps to God. See you next time.